Welcome back. Well, to be perfectly honest, right now I am surprised. It's a new year. I should be jumping for joy. I should be saying Happy New Year. Hope everyone's doing well. What a wonderful game of football we saw at Craven Cottage from one side. Ah, honestly, if anyone had seen my preview to this game where I chit chatted just a bit about the tactics that I thought that we would maybe try and incorporate to take out Fulham. And I thought, it would probably be all right. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be cool. It'd probably be good. And early on in this game, and I'm getting straight into it, early on in this game, they did come at us, Fulham, as they do. Willian recovered from his head injury, which I thought he wasn't going to be here. Jimenez couldn't wait. Like I said to everyone, he's going to be hungry. And they were trying to stretch us, but we came in nice and quick on a quick, sharp counter down the left-hand side. Martinelli comes in, cuts in a little bit earlier than normal, takes that first shot. Good save from Leno, but puts it right in front of the path of Saka, and we're already a goal up. And it's looking good. It's looking all right. You think to myself, okay, so maybe I saw something everyone else can see. You know what I mean? And let's just be perfectly honest, that was the end of the game for Arsenal. We went back into lethargic FC. We literally went back into bombing down the wings the same way we have game in, game out in the last 6. Bombing down the wings, going way too fast, slowing the game down continuously. And what did it get us? Gabriel Martinelli, if it wasn't for that counter, did sweet fuck all. Absolutely nothing, because he was so far closer to that fucking corner post. He was useless. Every time we went forward, guys, every time we recovered the ball, the player would literally stop the ball, turn around and pass backwards. I thought every single bloody player was bloody Aaron Ramsey. Sideways football. No, it's all good. Take your time, FC. We had all the time under the sun at 1-0. We're going to kill off a game at 1-0. We're going to score in the first 5 minutes, right? And that's going to be the end of it. 1-0. I honestly thought there were some changes to this squad. I wasn't happy with Kivior. Apparently Zinchenko was injured. I still am not going to believe that shit. Still not going to believe that shit. I honestly thought there's going to be changes. When I saw Nketiah starting, I thought, okay, he's obviously going to try and play him into the game. Nketiah wasn't played into the game whatsoever. All there was haphazard, crappy crosses. He was never played into the game at all. The 1 or 2 runs that he tried to make, you could see him turn to the ball player. One time to Declan Rice, actually made eye contact with him, made a run, and Dex went and just passed it sideways when he could have just split the defense while he was trying to break through the lines. It was like trying to go at them through the middle was off. Let's forget about it. It was out of bounds, against the laws. And in my mind, I looked at this game and I thought, Mikel, again, slow football, again, allowing the team to again, allowing the opposing team to get back into their shape continuously, again, taking your time. We could talk about touches, 797. Let's talk about the passes at 637. Stat packing FC. It's going to happen when it takes 30 passes to get into the opposing team's box. And then when you make the 30 passes, the team's so comfortable sitting back there, lined up, they know what you're going to do. The same old shit. Pass the ball to Saka. He'll stretch it out. Try to get beyond the box. They're going to try and 1-2 him. Merry Christmas. Cool story. Fulham were having fun with us because we weren't even trying. We didn't even get out of gear. We sat there in park. And people are wondering, like, what's up with this now? Has Mikel Arteta just decided to hold on to possession and let's get the most passes and the most touches every game and have the most possession and that'll do? What's the point of having all the possession if you can't score a goal? You saw what we've done. Like, I couldn't believe it. Mikel Arteta saw how we went at them. For God's sake, I saw it against Burnley and Bournemouth, what they did to them. Every time their wingers had the ball, they cut in early. And if they didn't cut in early, they pulled back and dragged it across the face of goal and had a crack. But it was quick, sharp, enthusiasm. You know what I mean? There was a bit of, it wasn't lethargic. There was a sense of urgency to the style of football that was being played by Burnley after 45 minutes and from Bournemouth. For us, every team knows it's just kick back, relax. We'll get there. Yep, we'll get there. I swear it's like shits and giggles FC. I'm just going to jump into the comments real quick, guys. Look, thanks for everyone who's jumped in. Look, Happy New Year to everybody. Look, if you haven't already, I know I'm on a bit of I'm losing my head. I haven't had any sleep. I'm still a bit sick, but anyway, who cares? If you haven't liked and subscribed, please, if you would, I'd appreciate it. Please share it. I'm going to jump into the comments real quick. Brenny, my guy from the Armory. How you doing, bro? Afternoon, evening, all. Hope you're doing well. AFC always. All that money spent to make us look worse than last season. Exactly. Last 6 games, all we've done is play slow, lethargic football, pass the ball around. Yep. Just take your time with it. It's as if the game goes for 180 minutes. I swear. This reminds me when we bottled top 4 under Arteta. No, actually, when we bottled top 4 under Arteta, we were actually playing expansive football and actually going for goal. It was more exciting than this. Let's be perfectly honest. After the 15th minute, this was an absolute shit show. Everybody was in slow-mo. Kai Havertz, where was he? And everyone's just, Kai Havertz didn't do anything. He wasn't played into the game. Midfielders weren't played into the game. Odegaard to get the ball, Odegaard had to go to the wing. If Odegaard wanted the ball, he had to be on the wing. He had to be right next to Bukayo Saka or on the far edge of the box. There was no way. Or pretty much right next to the defenders. Here's another fun fact. The defenders were constantly trying to pass through the midfield to our attackers, to our wingers. Trying to pass through our midfield, bypass the midfield, and get into attack. And you know how many times that worked? Sweet fuck all times. Every single time, what they do, they picked it up and said, thank you very much, we're coming at you. And you know why they did it, guys? Because we were slow. Because they held their shape. Because we allowed them to hold their shape. Because we didn't exploit their weaknesses. We only did that once. We could have done it so many more times. But instead, we just did it once. And probably thought, I wonder how that happened. Fuck my life. I couldn't believe what I was seeing in this game. It was so obvious in the last games what Fulham would struggle against. But instead, we just continued doing the same thing, thinking to ourselves, it's going to work. No, mate. There's a reason why you're not having any shots on goal, clear-cut chances, is because you're so slow in your build-up play that every team is in formation and in position to block or to intercept or to just out-muscle players, which is another thing that is pissing me off right now. Oh, my days. AFC always, I'm sorry, teams have set the blueprint on how to beat us. It's not hard. The reason why they can do it is because we're not doing anything, dude. The blueprint is hang out. Eventually, you'll get the ball, and that'll be the end of it. Arsenio Wonga, Aussie Guna, Happy New Year, my bro. Get well soon. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Seriously. Happy New Year to you as well. This thing that I've got, it lingers, bro. I don't get it. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. AFC always, Steve, Happy New Year. Thank you. You too, my guy. Thank you. You too. So, let's be perfectly honest in this game. Willian in this game, Jimenez in this game. Literally, we played them into this game. And how do we do it? I'm going to say something now, and I think it's going to be a little bit controversial, but I really think that Ben White isn't 100% fit. It just seems that every time Ben White goes up against a pacey winger, he struggles to keep up with them now. So I'm going to speculate that Ben White isn't 100%. Yet he's still playing because he was horrible in this game. Right? Kivior started over Zinchenko. And I've said it many a time. I said it in my preview that Kivior shouldn't be playing left back. It's been plenty of times I've watched him where he hasn't been caught out and he's been horrible. Guess what? Horrible. He ain't a left back. He's a centre back. And thank God Tom Yasu was there, but he wasn't even 100% fit. This game was a shambles, guys. An absolute shambles. It was the most dreary, boring game I have seen Arsenal play. this season. And to be perfectly honest, I will be very surprised if Mikel Arteta makes any changes to our tactics. Now, it's all right to change your personnel. It would have been really good to put Martinelli on his ass, actually. I know, it was because of his move forward that we scored the goal. If Trossard was in that position, I reckon he would have probably put that in the back of the net. He wouldn't have had Leno, would have got a hand to it. Trossard would have been just as effective. But I think the problem here is that Arteta isn't waking these players up and telling them, I don't expect you guys to bomb onto the wings and try and cut into the box, literally going out and coming in. The most obvious thing we keep doing, and both wingers keep doing it. Or it's useless crosses into the box to players that aren't ready for a header. Now, everyone's going to get on the back of Eddie Nketiah. Why? Eddie Nketiah, I watched him try and make 3 obvious runs where he was trying to beat his defender. One of them, I watched Declan Rice turn, see him. It would have been a ball that he could have put right over the top that Eddie could have tried to control. An opportunity. The defender was trying to stay onto him, but Eddie had to turn. And instead of going to Eddie, he passed sideways. He literally passed sideways. No attack. Didn't build up to nothing. Just passed sideways. Now, either Declan Rice decides, I couldn't be fucked to play this game, or he's been told by the manager that, no, we're going to pass sideways and build up slowly. It's one or the other. Is it Eddie's fault? Is everyone going to get on Eddie? Or what did Eddie do? What the fuck was Eddie supposed to do? He's a number 9. What's he supposed to do when Bukayo Saka's crosses are going into the fucking top tier? Or how about Gabriel Martinelli's going the other way? What's he supposed to do? Carry the ball from the middle of the park. Henri it, take 4 players on and then get it into the back of the net. Is that what Eddie Nketiah is supposed to do? He's not good enough. Jesus got on. What the fuck did Jesus do? We're all going to jump on Eddie Nketiah. What the fuck did Jesus do? Jesus did sweet fuck all in this game, right? Many a striker would do sweet fuck all. Erling Haaland would have done fuck all in this game. Erling Haaland in this game. Bring him into this squad, fuck all. He would have done nothing. Because all the play was just wide. All the way to the flag and then cut in and just put a corner in for God help you. Or you know what? We'll do the same trickery. The same shit that we always do. Saka will drag it out, pass the ball short, and then wait for the ball to get played in, little 1-2, which every defender's waiting on. How many times did that work? Come on now. Predictable attack on the wings because it's spent. You can't just hopefully cross the ball, hoof the ball into the box and pray that somebody gets on the end of it. Come on now. Erling Haaland in this team right now, as everyone talks about, we need a striker. Yes, we do. But if the team keeps playing in this fashion, where it's literally the same kind of attack every time, slow, lethargic, on the wings, stretching out all the way to the corner flag and then cutting in, Haaland would have a hard time. He wouldn't be doing sweet fuck all. Sometimes you need to change the direction. Our wingers needed to cut in earlier. Alexis Sanchez was renowned for this. This was a perfect game for Alexis Sanchez. Perfect for him. In his prime. Martinelli could have done the same fucking thing. Now, if Mikel Arteta has voiced that, then it's on the players. But if he hasn't voiced that, he takes blame for this as well as the players. This game was a fucking shambles. We didn't deserve fucking 1 point from this game. Not after that. Sat there in a WhatsApp group with some of the boys and I'm like, what, we're looking for passes? And some of the boys go, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Mikel Arteta is a stat packer. Wouldn't be surprised either. You want some stats, guys? Check it out. I'll read them out to you. 797 touches, 637 fucking passes. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Isn't that wonderful? We won the Pass Cup. And I wonder to myself, you go and get Kylian Mbappe, put him into the striker's role. What the fuck's he going to do when we build up like this? No sense of urgency. Fulham cannot fucking line up. They can't get their defensive shape back in a fast transition or a fast counter. They can't do it. They fall apart, as you saw with Martinelli, as I said in the fucking preview. You want to see it again? Burnley? Guys, I'm telling you now, please do me a favor. Check out the game against Burnley. Check out the game against Bournemouth. Check them out. And the same thing happened there. The same thing. They got hit on a counter or it was a fast transition. 3 or 4 passes into attack. That's all you need. 3 or 4 passes. You should be into the opposing third in 3 or 4 passes, not 30 fucking 4. Fuck my life. Sorry, guys. I've got the shits. How many passes do you need to make to get into the final third? 100 every time? Fuck my life, bro. Senior Wonga, my guy, the result left me beyond fuming, and I'm fed up of the fans on certain channels believing in the narrative that we can win the league. If we can't beat West Ham and Fulham, how are we good enough? We've got a decent lineup. We've got a decent squad. I just don't understand tactically what the manager was thinking. And at the same time, these players, sometimes you just got to say, you know what? Yeah, cool story. Let's do us. Sometimes you got to express yourself. I don't know what they were thinking in this game, bro. The league's not dead. It's not over. The gap isn't beyond. But football like this, if it continues in this manner, just fucking forget about it. If we're not going to look at the opposing teams and look and study their weaknesses and act accordingly, then fucking forget about it. It's simple. It's not that hard. It doesn't take a fucking genius. You do a little bit of research. But for us, it's like, oh, we're going to play our brand of football. It's fine if our brand of football was expansive, right, and led to goals. But our brand of football is slow, lethargic, and leads to passes. Right, let me say that again. Slow, lethargic, it leads to passes. Oh, and touches. Fuck me, dead. I'm touched already. Strasbourg, Steve, sup, homie, my guy, how you doing? Everyone who's joining me right now, thank you for chiming in. I'm just having something to drink because I've been fucking sick. Thank you for that. I'm just going over the fucking shit show shambles that was at Craven Cottage. Now, that was only Arsenal. Fulham took advantage of a weak Arsenal. And, of course, they're danger men. Let's be honest. Who was their danger man? Raul Jimenez. Why? Because he comes back after a straight red against Newcastle, comes back hungry. Thank you very much. Great play. Great play for him to get a goal. And he was going to do it. Okay, if anyone was going to score in this game, it was going to be him. I don't know what to say, he goes. I swear, I don't know what to say. It just seems like some of the most obvious things that, and I'm an Australian football fan. And if you look at some of the stuff I did in my early YouTube career, I used to go into real depth into my previews because that's how I look at games. I stopped doing that because it became a little bit too much for people. But in this one, I just thought I'd give a little bit of insight. And it was literally on a phase of attack and how we should take on Fulham. There was so many other things we could have done. But that was how simple Fulham were. Fulham are a walk in the park. Absolute walk in the park. Fulham are not a great team. Fulham didn't play great. Fulham was shit. And they beat us. So Fulham won. Yeah, whoop-de-fucking-do. But you guys played shit and you beat us. We were horrible. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if the next game Fulham play, they lose. The defense is a shock. An absolute shock to the system to see players lining up saying they're defenders. What's even worse is our front three and how we build up. And the continuous fucking defenders trying to bypass the midfield from defense and get the ball straight through the midfield and into attack, thinking that, yep, it's going to make it. Yeah, it might work on a training pitch, guys, when there's no one else there. Yeah, fuck me dead, man. Fuck me dead. Ozzy, you're right. But I think it's a mental block. We get ourselves into this good position of challenging. Then we crumble under pressure. I hope we can get through this tough moment and find form. I think it is a tough moment, but at the same time, I think it's back to the drawing board. I think it's up to us. It's up to Mikel Arteta to address the situation. And instead of having Martinelli going so wide like Bukayo Saka and literally mirroring Bukayo Saka's runs, he needs to get Martinelli cutting in early. And I was saying this before Fulham because he looks more of an inverted winger, more of an Alexis Sanchez style winger. You know, Martinelli probably better striker. When he goes wide, he's useless. Let's be honest. He couldn't cross a ball to save his life in that game. No one praised him in this game. He wasn't playing that good. Bukayo Saka, same shit, wasn't playing that good. The only attacks that were half decent, that looked like decent from us and looked like they were opening up chances, and that was another chance from Martinelli, was when we moved the ball Centrally. That was on where the Odegaard flicked it through. And Martinelli finally got his leg onto it. It was weak, but just skimmed past the post. Where were we? Where were we? Just outside the box. Pretty much dead center. Pretty much dead center. How'd we do it? We just moved in. Right across the face of goal. Where have I seen that before? Burnley, when they moved in from the left. But they scored. Fuck my life. Fuck my life. What did Fulham do well, in your opinion? Well, they exposed Ben White, but I think Ben White's injured. They outmuscled us, but that's only because every one of our players was hitting the deck. And they played with a sense of urgency, like they wanted to win the game. Plain and simple. Willian was cooking. Fucking oath he was, man. Big up. Willian was cooking. And the reason why Willian was cooking, let's be honest, Ben White, I don't know. Guys, what do you reckon? Do you guys think that Ben White is running around with a knock? Because he seems so slow at the moment. I just think to myself he's playing with an injury. I don't know. I mean, Tom Yasu came on, but we all know he's just got back. And he was way off pace. But it looks to me like Ben White has picked up a knock and he's continuously playing. So I don't know. He looks like he can't take on a winger that's pacey anymore. Strawberry, I think they formed a defensive cohesion that stopped us from playing our game and stifled in fluidity, then got us on the counter-attack. Listen to this, Arsenio. You know why they did well? They did well is because if you look at our attacks, right? If you look at our attacks, for us to get from our third into theirs, we averaged about 15 passes. About 15 passes. If you've got to take 15 passes to get into the opposing team's third, the defensive line and the midfield are going to be dead straight. You fucking won't be able to break down fucking Nottingham Forest with that. Not unless you get into that final third, then it's tiki-taka Arsene Wenger football. Nah, I mean, bruh. Nah, I mean. Yeah, yesterday he couldn't cross the road. Laugh out. Fucking bad, bro. I like that one. Oh, bro, that's a hectic one. I love that one. He couldn't cross the road. That's hectic, bro. Hectic. Over 40 years, I follow this club, and I can't lie. I'm getting to the point of walking away and supporting a non-league football. You know what, man? 40 years. I've been following him since 1991, 1992. So, how many years is that? Fuck. Jeez, me and you are nearly there. Ooh, we're old, man. We're old. Martin, hang out, bro. You know, once upon a time when I was a young fella, there was this team called Arsenal. They were wonderful. Great team in London, Don't go anywhere. We need you. Steve, surely you cannot back the crap we saw yesterday. No, I'm not. I'm hammering it. In my preview, remember what I was saying? How we were going to shape up, how we needed to take the game to Fulham. Did we do anything that I said except for that move on the move Martinelli made? Apart from that, we never did it again. No, I'm not backing this. Of course not. Slow, lethargic football, 17 passes before we get into the third, then another 60 passes and you go nowhere? Fuck no. Fuck no. That's up to these players to wake up, but at the same time, for the fucking manager to change his fucking tune and realize that taking 1,000 passes and thinking that you're going to play around the team's defense, it's not going to work. You need to work with a sense of urgency. You got to understand that Gabriel Martinelli isn't an out-and-out winger. He needs to cut in early, but no, I'm not. I'm not backing this. Of course I'm not backing this. Telling you, bro. You check out the guys in the armory. I was losing my shit in the WhatsApp group. Losing my fucking shit, my guy. Senio Wonga, Martin, don't give up, my friend. We have seen worse times in our history and got through. Let's hope we can turn around. Yeah, bro, please hang out, man. We can't lose any more real fans. Please, bro. It's concerning either way, because if Ben White is playing with a knock, why is he? And if he isn't, then it's a huge drop in form. Why is he? Who's going to take his position at right back? Urian Timber, injured. Tomiyasu just came back. I mean, pretty skimpy. Don't have much options. Kivior, great idea. What do we got here? Hey, Munze, what's going on, bro? Hope you're doing well, bro. You guys lose, we lose. You guys lose, we lose. Hurry up and win, man. Hey, Taib saying good day to everybody. Munzi saying Happy New Year, bro, and Happy New Year to the chat. Big up yourself and big up the chat and big up for everyone jumping in. Happy New Year to everyone. I know for Arsenal, it's worked out. It started off pretty shit. Same for Man United and some teams, but you know what? It's a new year, new things. Arsenal Football Club are letting us down at the moment. But we're still in the mix, man. We're still in the mix. Let's hope Mikel Arteta can pull his head out of his ass and really break this game down for what it was. And I don't want to hear they were trying. Trying isn't good enough. If they were trying to just pass the ball around, yes, if that's what they were trying to do, that's great. But that's all I saw. Let's be honest, guys. Everybody that was watching this game, every time we moved forward, did it look like there was any sort of idea of where we were going to end up? No. It's just like we'll just pass the ball around and hope and pray that something happens. Hope for some magic. Erling Haaland could do nothing with this. All right? Erling Haaland would struggle in this team right now. Ivan Toney would struggle in this. Yep. All right. In this game, I got a funny one. Check this out. Right? I got a funny one. If I was to grab Ivan Toney, put him into this team against Fulham, and took Eddie Nketiah out, here's a laugh. This is a funny one. What part of this game would he have been effective? Because I can't remember one phase where he would have been pinpointed. Not one cross would have fallen his way. None of them. Because none of them were going towards a striker. Half the time they were going near post, far post, near post, far post. Nothing was going central. Even though we were finding the most, we were the most dangerous on Fulham when we were central. But anyway, we can't play this way. We can't. Stretching out the wingers. Oh, Saka and Martinelli are wonderful. You're playing them out of the game. Fuck me dead, Mikel. Fuck me dead. Be right back, just making some tea. Go for it, bro. Go for it. You're in the same place as us, as we're both not winning the league. Tell me about it. We're in Champions League. That's going to be fun. And I was saying, if we play this way against Porto, that's going to be hectic. Let's play like this in the Champions League. Fucking awesome. Then we're going to get wrecked. Then we're really going to get wrecked. In this game, to be perfectly honest, look, our backline, look, Gabriel and Saliba, defensively weren't bad. They were good. My problem with Gabriel and Saliba was, and I know they've been ordered to do this, but them trying to play out from the back to the point of stupid. Gabriel put in 3 wayward passes that I saw him. 3 wayward passes because he's trying to play it out from the back. But every single time he's trying to put it into a phase of an attack from defense. It's like they've been given the green light to bypass the midfield. Why? If they work through the midfield, you've got Kai Havertz there, you've got Odegaard there, you've got Declan Rice there, and you move centrally. Their midfield is a joke compared to ours. Our midfield didn't get into the game because we played it out of the game. All we did is go down the wings. And it wasn't a midfield battle because our midfield wasn't even fucking there. I swear. It was like we were shaped up with just wingers. What a fucking joke, man. The formation in this, you would have just seen like literally every single player on the wing and the back line. I swear to God. I swear. It was an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. Scared shitless to try and play through the midfield or to try to create something in the middle of the park. And that's hence the reason why Kai Havertz, non-existent. Eddie Nketiah, non-existent. Declan Rice, you think he was a centre-back? Martin Odegaard, you think he was a winger? Because that's where Martin was. Wing. Half the time, winging it. Hanging out with Bukayo. Because that's the only time, if he wasn't getting the ball there, he'd have to hang out pretty much right next to Declan Rice or the centre-backs to get the ball and then try and drive it forward. But every time, no one is making runs. And there's another thing I got the shits about, guys. I'm sorry, I'm losing it. Arteta is tactically inept. I'd agree with you in this game all day. And the previous one. Yes, all day. We've been sussed out. Our style is predictable. He needs to learn to switch up. Even grassroots managers can do this. Yes. The style of football that we've played in the last, let's say, 5 games, it's like we have slowed down slowly. Sorry, for a better choice of words. Our phase and our transitions were not this slow. We weren't. We are really taking our time with the ball now. And it seems as if the team is a little bit cocky as well. It's like, oh, we don't care. Let them line up. We'll break them down. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fulham's defense is fucked. Quick transition? Fucked. Quick counterattack? They're fucked. Again, the games, Burnley and Bournemouth. Again, I'm going to say it again. Check them out. They were fucked. Burnley, first half, they were all over them. That's right. Burnley, they should have been down. But guess what? They weren't. Jimenez wasn't there. They couldn't do shit. Second half, Burnley came out to play football. Nighty night. See you later. Thanks for all the laughs. Fuck you, Fulham. That's what happened. What'd they do? Hit him quick, hit him hard on the counter. How'd they score? Middle of the park. Why don't we do that? Well, we don't have the wingers? Really? We don't have the speed? Really? You're telling me Bukayo Saka and Martinelli are slow players? Bukayo isn't the quickest, but if I tell him to cut in early, he'll fucking cut in early. My God. Absolute shambles. Tayyip, thank you, my guy. Smash the likes up, please. I would really appreciate that, guys. If you could smash the likes, I'd really appreciate that. If you can either subscribe, that'd be much appreciated too. You know, from an Aussie Gooner, right now I ain't having a good time, and I know you guys aren't having a good time. But look, the game is what it was. It's where do we move on from here? And at the moment, Arsenal Football Club, they're not looking like right now. Any team that faces us is not going to be very worried, and I can't blame them. I really can't. What can I say? Because to be perfectly honest, guys, the way this game has gone, right, and the way we approach the game, especially, let's be honest, with the fact that, okay, we moved Jesus onto the bench. Martinelli was another player that should have been on the bench because after that first, I don't know what you could say, shot on goal that he made, that was it for him. He did nothing else but run into brick walls. So anyone giving him credit, I don't want to hear it. Really. There's not much to be given there. He didn't do that well. He needed to be dropped. Trossard needed to start. Definitely. Kai Havertz, he's done everything he needs to do to be in the middle of that park right now, as of now. But let's be honest. The tactics needed to change in this game. We needed to approach Fulham in a different manner. And now we need to understand that the next time we go to play some football, we better be bloody ready to take on any team, because if we go at them the same fucking way we did now, we're going to get rolled over, run over, and look like a fucking dead meat, because every team's going to want to play us now. We're a guaranteed 3, you know? Nice and easy. All day. Why? Because we're slow. We were lethargic. The game itself couldn't have gone any other way. At 1-0, after 10 minutes, I'm like, this is not looking good, bruv. And it will continue to go this way if Mikel doesn't wake up and understand that if his players don't play with a sense of urgency, build up quicker, they don't need to make 60 passes from the back. They really don't. I don't want to see 13 fucking passes to get into that third. I want to be in an attacking phase within 4 fucking passes at most. Who did that? Fulham. Let's talk about the attack that Martinelli put through. It was a counter. How many passes was it? 1. Literally 1 pass. And he broke through and he kept on going. 1 or 2 passes, let's say at the most. Why do we need 16? It just doesn't make sense, guys. I'm sorry. It's just pathetic. It's pathetic from a manager. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm Arteta in, Arteta out. I give credit where credit's due. I'll give him credit when he's done well. And I'll slate him when he hasn't. He fucked up today. He fucked up against West Ham. Now, you saw what happened against West Ham when you allowed them to line up. How the fuck can you let Fulham line up the same fucking way? And their defense is a shambles. You made them look solid. You made Alex Iwobi look gun. Alex Iwobi made Saka look shit. Alex Iwobi was looking hectic. Willian was looking gun. Because you're sitting there clapping for what? More passes? More touches? Where's the urgency? He needs to get these guys' heads in the game. He needs to change his style from 60 passes out the back. Oh, we'll keep knocking it around. We'll knock it around the back. Eventually, we'll break down the team and we'll get into their third. Yeah, okay. They'll keep pressing you with their wingers, yeah? Then you'll try to phase through the midfield, which you will, and they'll already be lined up in the back. And then what are you going to do? You're going to bomb down the wing with Saka. He's going to run to the corner flag, do a 1-2 with Odegaard, and then it's going to get fucking intercepted for him to counter us on the same fucking side, beat fucking Benny Blanco, and then what, cunt? How hard is that? There's the future if you keep playing this way. Because it's wing. That's all you're doing. You need to play through the middle of the park. You need to get your wingers to stop doing the same fucking thing, but cut in earlier, you stupid prick. fuck me dead. It doesn't take a fucking genius. It doesn't. Seriously. You got Gabriel Martinelli, who he isn't an out-and-out winger. He isn't. He does his best work on a counter because he cuts in, for fuck's sake. Every time he's wide, he's useless. Every fucking time. The only one who can work in wide is Saka, but everyone's worked him out because it's the same shit. If we don't change this, guys, it's going to be a fucking shit show. We've got time to do it. It's not that hard. But we need to play with some fluidity and some urgency, because if we ain't going to do that, it's all out the fucking window. AFC always. Emery hasn't spent a quarter of what Arteta has, and look what he's doing at Villa. He's done. Hey, Fran, what's up, Steve? I'm fucking pissed, Fran. I'm fucking pissed. I'm under the weather. It's a new year, and I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed because I already knew what we should have done in this game, and we did none of it. Or we did it for the first 5 minutes, and then we did none of it. Hope you're doing well, Bart. Hope you have a happy new year, yeah? Tayyip, happy new year, Fran. There you go. Bro, I told you it's over, mate. Right off this season again. Kyle, look, to be honest, I know what you're saying. Bro. But it was just too easy, Kyle. Remember what I was saying? All we have to do is cut in earlier and focus our attack centrally. It's not that difficult. It's not that much of a tactical fucking genius move. It isn't. Burnley and Bournemouth did it. It's not that much. Move. I didn't think it was that he would, let's keep doing the same thing. I wouldn't have thought that. Only a moron would have continued in the same fashion. I didn't think he was that fucking retarded, and I'm sorry for saying that. But he's a fucktard. Seriously, oh my days. Arteta needs to know and understand how to utilize players for their strengths and how to switch up the style of play. Also learn more about man management and game management to players. Facts. You can put anyone out in the wing. Trossard is more suited out on that wing. You know, when he has to work inside the box, he's working, but he also knows where the players are. When he puts a pass in and he's moving in on that box, it's usually a pass worth its weight. Martinelli is the kind of guy that beats the first, second man. By the time he gets past the second man, the ball gets taken from him. That's why he needs to cut in earlier. Plain and simple. And I don't care. Zinchenko wasn't there to overlap him. Doesn't fucking matter. Cut in early. Fuck my life. Steve-O, you and me know that, bro, but Arteta is a clueless mate. Yeah, I know. He'd have to be. He'd have to knock his head on the fucking wall now after this. This is a joke, guys. It was a joke. It was an absolute laugh. Anyone watching this game was having a shit show, was having a great time. That was a fucktard move all day. Strasbourg Steve, you watch every game, right? Do me a favor. Check out the goals, Burnley. Check out the goals, Bournemouth, and you're going to see what I was saying. This way, literally. Walking across the box, take a shot, or cutting in early and going into the box. Tell the guys. Kyle Walsh, gonna big up, bro. Happy New Year. There we go. Happy New Year, everyone. All the best for 2024 from Arsenio Wonga. Everyone is having a great New Year, and I'm very happy that everyone's joined me today. Again, sorry for the last minute FC show. I'm just doing a few bits and pieces, and I thought I already had the thumbnail made, and I thought, do I feel like I'm going to do it? I go, look, I'm going to do it anyway. I want to see how everyone's doing. I want to wish everyone a happy New Year. I know it's a tough time. It's a tough way to start this year, right, after a game like this. But let's be perfectly honest. You got to be, if you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out. And I had the time, so why not? So look, let's go back and let's look at players, yeah? I'm going to talk player ratings, and I know some of the player ratings that are out there, people are fucking jumping around thinking awesome. Now, Raya, I can't blame Raya for anything in this game. Now, I'm not a big fan of Raya. I'm not saying he had a great fucking game, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think Raya did anything wrong. I think he was let down too many times. He also wiped our ass once or twice. To be honest, he's only going to get a 4 out of 10, but that's only because he let in the goals. I can't say this is horrible, but Ben White gets a fucking 4. He was horrible on that right-hand side. William Saliba in this game, and this is why. I know William Saliba is a Rolls Royce. Negative, not in this game. William Saliba tried to put passes through the midfield and into attack 4 times that I saw, and 4 times that he'd done that, he lost the fucking ball. 4 out of 10. Sorry. And that led to an attack. It did. It led to an attack. So good luck. Gabriel Magalhaes, again, same sort of thing. Guess what? I think it was 3 times he did the same damn thing. 4. Kivior, 2. Shambles. Tomiyasu, 3. But that's because he was unfit. Couldn't keep up. Declan Rice in this game. Eddie Nketiah 2 times made a run, guys. 2 times. I watched it. Declan Rice 1 time even looked over and saw the run where Eddie was taking on the fucking defender and it would have been a good ball. It was a nice idea. Decided to pass sideways. Fuck you, Declan. 2. You don't want to fucking put passes into the right fucking positions and you just want to pass safe like Aaron Ramsey did. 2. 2 for you, bro. Merry Christmas, bro. Kai Havertz wasn't even in the game. 3. Martin Odegaard out in the wing. 5. And why 5? Because Martin Odegaard's on the wing. Martin Odegaard's in the defense. Martin Odegaard's every fucking where, in my opinion. Bukayo Saka in this game gets himself a goal. Apart from that, didn't do anything else. 6. He'll get a 6. Eddie Nketiah, 4. He didn't do anything wrong. Everyone's going to say he didn't do anything right. The only thing he could have done to score a goal, the only way he was going to score a goal, Eddie Nketiah, get me on this, he'd have to pick the ball up from the defenders, go through the midfield, and do it himself. Because no one else is going to fucking give him anything. Every single cross was in the top tier. No balls were getting played to him. He wasn't even played into the game. He was played out of the game. So no one blame Eddie Nketiah. Oh, he didn't do anything. Erling Haaland couldn't do shit in this team. So Eddie Nketiah doesn't get no fucking blame from me. I'm giving him a 4 because he was played out of the game. Gabriel Martinelli, 3. I didn't give a shit if that fucking move that he made led to the goal. 3. Should have done fucking better. Sorry, guys. I'm losing my fucking shit. I am not screaming for Arteta to go, but I don't want to get Tony Soprano protection for him. When he gets it wrong at times, you can love him and criticize his backs. Look, that's true, Brenny. He fucked up in this game. Let's be honest. You saw the chat. You saw the WhatsApp group. I was losing my fucking mind. Losing it, man. Losing it. And you saw what I was saying. Brenny, if you look at my chat, how many times did I keep saying the focal point of the attack? What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Why aren't we doing it? Blah, blah, blah. Fuck my life, bro. Big up. This tough run should have been the kick up the ass the boys needed, but unfortunately, this team seems to think they can walk in. Yeah, exactly. Precisely. They think they can. Now, the reason why they probably think they can do this is because the manager is saying it's fine. It's a one-off. The style of football we're playing was great. You did a great job. You did your best. It just didn't work out this time. No. Now, the reason why it didn't work is because he needs to go back to the drawing board and realize that he's in fucking slow-mo. This is a race, bro. You can't sit in a speed limit. You know what I mean? Any facts, bro? Arteta fannies about too much instead of seeing the things we can see from the sidelines as fans. Unfortunately, that's the truth of the fact. That's the truth of the matter. It's a fact. What I find a laugh, right, is that the simple weaknesses that Fulham have, they're so simple. It's not like you're playing Liverpool. It's not like Manchester City. It's not like, whatever. There's not many. I mean, Aston Villa. It's not like you're playing a harder team here. Look at the games that I saw. I've only seen 3 of their games this season, and I only remember 2, which was the last 2 I saw. And you can see the consistent way that they've been getting scored on. Hey, beautiful. Write that one down. Put that in my notes, because he was writing notes, that fuckwit. Can you believe it? This fucktard is sitting there writing notes. I'm sitting there, bro. I'll send you a text, cuz. Give me your number, bro. Give me your number, bro. I'll send you a text. For fuck's sake, I'll even draw you a fucking diagram of what Martinelli should be doing and how Bukayo Saka needs to change the fucking tune and change his runs. I'll do it for you, bro. Freebie, bro. Freebie. If I break the TV, buy me a TV. It's not that hard, bro. For fuck's sake, it's not that hard. You're watching 70 minutes of football where you guys are doing the same fucking thing. You changed nothing. You took off Eddie Nketiah, right? And brought on Jesus. What did Jesus do, guys? When Jesus came on, what the fuck did he do but fall on the floor? What did he do? And matter of fact, what did any of our players do but constantly look for fouls? Seriously, what were they looking for? Swear. Havertz was meant to be a squad player, not a starter. Facts. But let's be honest. John, that's a good point. He has played himself into this position with, a couple of goals that he has scored. 4. And I understand he's in the middle of the park. But in this game, We didn't use the midfield. And in the previous one, all we're doing is going down the wings. No shit. Our defenders were passing through our midfield into the attacking zone. And don't get me wrong, those balls got intercepted dozens of times. So he's the midfielder. He's been played into the midfield that's non-existent. This is a team, Fulham, that if we had used our midfield or brought our wingers in inverted and came in centrally, would have been a fucking demo job at Craven Cottage. We would have burnt that shit down. The midfield would have had a great game, and I said Kai Havertz would have had a great game if we focused centrally. He would have beat the last man. He would have been all over it. But guess what? Nah, we'll just go right out to the wings, make sure the back line stays straight. Cool story. That's what we do. Why do the fullbacks not overlap the wingers? Because, let me tell you, our wingers make sure that they run all the way to the corner flag and then cut in. That's why. Think about it. Both Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli have done this in the last 4 games. All they do is run all the way down to the edge and then cut in. What are you gonna do? If you do that, the back line's gonna be dead straight. The only time that that our wingers are effective is on a counter, and that's why in this game, when we countered quick within one pass, Fulham can't defend the fucking counter. Who said that? What happened? Leno parried the ball. Saka goal. Merry Christmas. Where was Saka? In the box, dead center. Thank you very much. Cool story. It's because they've been instructed, I think, to go that wide and then come in, and hopefully, we're going to have enough bodies to hopefully pass through the defense. It's stupid. You can't do that. It doesn't work. It's a continuous phase and a continuous run, and so predictable what our wingers going to do. Now, let's be honest. How much luck has Martinelli had doing this? No luck whatsoever. Every time he beats the first man, the second man takes the ball off him. He's put on his ass. He's sitting there doing these. Bukayo Saka, same thing. Martin Odegaard is now over on the wing. Our attacking midfielder constantly has to be out in the wing for him to receive the ball in attacking position. Every time. Or he has to be with the defenders to pick up the ball and then drive in himself, only to have to fucking go into the wing again because everyone's phasing down the wings. No one is trying to play into the midfield. The wingers are never picking up the ball, playing the ball back into the midfielder for him to cross again to his partner in crime. No. It's a 1-2 back on the wing. Every time, 1-2 back on the wing and far post. Fuck my life. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Bro, John, not on you, cuz. Not on you. Not on you at all. I just watch our game so much and I look at the way we play and I know what we're doing. And it's fucking pissing me off, bro. I swear. Steve-O, did you see the players laughing and cracking jokes and we're getting beat by Fulham? That's why we win nothing, because I don't care. Now, I didn't see that. I did not actually see that. And to be perfectly fucking honest, if they're cracking jokes, I'll be cracking skulls. Cracking jokes? Maybe they're cracking jokes at the fucking manager saying that if you don't play the way I want you to play, you're going to be sitting on your ass. Maybe that's why they were cracking jokes like, yeah, see, there you go, boss. Hey, Mikel. Remember that shit you told us to do again? We done it again. How did it go, you fuckwit? Maybe that's why they'll crack. I mean, I'll be cracking jokes. When your boss tells you, you should do it this way, like, boss, relax. This is not going to go right, bro. It's not going to go right, mate. We got to go this way. No, do it my way. Yeah? No worries. Break. There you go. There you go, boss. It all went to shit, Maybe it's one of those ones, Kyle. I'll do it. You do it. Fuck my life, mate. Why wouldn't? AFC always. We are so predictable in attack. You know what I'm saying, eh? You see how it you know what I mean? You get it. Everyone's getting it. I swear, it's so fucked up. So if you look at the standings now, we're a fucking joke. Like, seriously, we were close. We were close to fucking knocking on the doors. But now, 20 games in, 40 points. It's going to be fun playing Palace, especially if you play like this. Liverpool are laughing because all Liverpool have to do is win another game, and that's 5 points. Mm-hmm. Pardon me, guys. I'm just dehydrated. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to do that. I'm just dehydrated. Aston Villa are in good form. They're facing Everton, who are another team that are in good form. And to be perfectly honest, I think if we don't change our style, we don't change, not completely, but just change the way we move forward, we're going to be in big trouble. It's good to see Tomiyasu back, guys. That's one thing I'm kind of happy about. Tommy being back is great. I'm hoping he's going to be close to full fitness because I want him to start on that left-hand side. We'll see what we do with Zinchenko later on. January transfer window's open, and to be perfectly honest, I don't see us doing anything. I really don't. And I'll be honest with you, Ivan Toney's my guy. I've been saying that, and all the guys that know me know very well that I was one of the first to talk about Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney comes to Arsenal now like this. Ivan Toney does fuck all. And Ivan Toney will be a scapegoat. Big time scapegoat. They'll all jump on him saying he's shit. Swear. So, I don't know. It's not, this is, personnel is needed, but tactics need to be changed. Now, I mean, it looks like the players have given up on Arteta because that's what it looks like with their performances. Could be. He's lost the dressing room? Could be. Jesus was the main dude doing it. Fucking dickhead. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I wanted to fucking headbutt him, bro. I wanted to fucking headbutt him. Nketiah comes off, and all Jesus, the only time you saw Jesus in the game, right? In the game was when he was doing fuckery. Now, the reason why he's not in the game is because, what I was saying, guys, we're so wide, Miles will just keep going and get me a pie. You know what I mean? Every time Martinelli went out there, I said, whoop, just go up the stairs, bit of sauce, give me a good pie. And then come back downstairs, post, get back in, hand it over. Might as well. You know what I mean? Might as well. Fucking useless. So, Jesus was useless. Useless. And he's going to be. Any striker will be if we keep playing like this. Miles will not even play with a striker. Fuck it. Just play with a winger, another midfielder. Fuck it. No point. No striker can do anything with this. Think about it, guys. You guys all watch this game. Think about the way we're playing. We did the same against West Ham. If you're a number 9 and you're central, how many balls did you see get played central? How many times did you see us try to go central? Go down the middle? 0. I can't remember one play down the middle of the park. How many times did you see the defenders try and bypass the midfield? That's a worry. That can be good sometimes, speed up play. But if the midfield is passing sideways constantly, that's a bad sign. Sideways football doesn't get you goals. Sometimes you have to be direct. You got to be direct. You want to be in a phase of attack within 4 passes. That way, the back line doesn't hold any sort of shape. And that's how you can get through. Now, if you want to play possession football, that's fine. You can do that. But you got to, once you get to a certain point, you need to transition to the next phase of the attack with pace. You can't break the line in the midfield like our players are doing, hit the brakes, look around, too late. We did it against West Ham. We did it against Fulham. It's like every single player, they get the ball, they don't know where they're going to pass. They say, give me the ball. Then they go, wait a second. Oh, yep, no worries, here you go. That's what it looks like. Just looking for the next player to pass to. The other thing I loved about this game, guys, how many runners did you see? How many runners? How many runners? Did you see any runners? I didn't see any runners. On the wing, no runners. No runners through the middle of the park. No runners. Number 9, out of the game. Midfielders, out of the game. Wing, 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 wing. Fuck me dead. And I sound like I'm whinging. I swear. So, Mikel, what are you going to do, buddy? Are you going to think about what the fuck I've been saying? I know you weren't watching. I know you don't even subscribe to this channel. But this lowly Aussie over here in Sydney at 12 o'clock in the morning, right, picked up something that you should have picked up very easily, something that's very simple. You got the fucking personnel. Get your head out of your ass. It's very simple. You just got to pull your head out of your ass. And instead of doing the same thing and expecting a different result, which is sort of the definition of insanity, how about this? How about look at what happened against West Ham, Crystal Palace, and the rest, yeah, and realize that your 5,066 passes from defense to attack for one phase of attack, right, is not fucking acceptable, bro. Because every single fucking Premier League team wants to play us if it's going to take that fucking long. For Arsenal to get from the defense into an attacking position, 15 minutes. You're just going to keep passing. You look at the lines of passing, it's going to be like it's going to be like Snake. I swear. Tetris or some shit. Fuck my life, guys. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I'm still pissed off about this game because it was so childish. It was so, and honestly, in my opinion, it was amateurish. The approach to the game, the way we went forward, the same phase of attack, the same attacks over and over again. And it was, guys, we were playing Fulham. Fulham, 13th position Fulham. Let me just put this into perspective. Chelsea are ahead of Fulham right now. And we make fun of Chelsea, right? Chelsea ahead of Fulham. And we just lost against them. They hadn't beaten us since what, 2012, 2011? That's how long it's been. West Ham was 2015. I remember it was Slavan Bilic. That fucking prick. I remember him. It's 2 records broken. Well done, Mikel. The wrong ones. 6 points we should have had now. 6 points all day. All fucking day. And Mikel needs to really look himself in the mirror. Big time. I'm not in the mood to hear about we need a striker now. No, I don't need a striker. I don't want to throw a striker under the bus. We're not playing to a striker. Eddie Nketiah got no fucking service. Jesus will get no service. Me and Kyle went there. We won't get no service. Ian Wright wouldn't get service. The only player that can get us out of this is Thierry Henry, but that's because a guy could fucking drag a ball from the fucking defensive line, go past 7 fucking players, and still score the damn goal. You're going to need that kind of a striker to fucking get us out of the woodwork. Aubameyang couldn't do it. A prime Aubameyang wouldn't do nothing because the ball would have to drop in front of his foot. The ball would never do that with this style of play. Never. Because we're not playing for a number 9. The number 10 doesn't get even into the game. The number 10 can't get into the game. It's impossible for Odegaard to get into the game. Guys, look at the game. Oh, Odegaard, shit. Odegaard was picking up the ball from the defenders. He couldn't play in the midfield because no one was overlapping him. No one was making runs. Nobody made a run in the midfield. He had to run the ball to the winger because nobody would cross paths. Nobody. What did you do? The guy was in no man's land. Oh, my God. It's just horrible. Absolutely horrible, bro. Steve-O spitting facts, bro. Subscribe to this legend. Thanks, Kyle. Bro, I'm calling, you know me, bro. When we do good, I'll call it straight. When we do bad, I'm going to call it straight. You know, I'm going to call it straight, bro. You got to call it straight. You don't, I'm not here to, I'm on this guy's side. I'm on, there's only one side I'm on. See all these kids behind me? I'm on the Arsenal side. That's what that's the side I'm on. Plain and simple, right? And we got to call a spade in this game. A lot of heads should roll. Mikel Arteta's rating for this game is a negative. Not even a 0, a -1. It's an absolute joke. West Ham win their game in hand. They'll be 4 points behind us. Yep. And why wouldn't they? Don't worry. Crystal Palace are probably going to draw. The way we're going. We never have another striker like Thierry Henry unless we sign Mbappe, but I got more chance of shagging Margot Robbie than us signing Mbappe, though. I'll introduce you. Even if we got Mbappe, he would struggle. Mbappe couldn't do it. Mbappe couldn't do it in the Prem. Not like Henry did in the Prem. So Mbappe is a great striker, but for Mbappe to be as effective as Henry is in the Prem, nah. Sorry. He couldn't do it. He couldn't. Mbappe would have a hard time trying to catch up to, he couldn't do it. It's impossible. Different type of striker. Different type of pressure. And even he would struggle. He'd be great. Oh, great name. But how will we play him into the game? Any striker. If we want this team to move forward, we need to look at the options we have in this squad. Odegaard can get you a goal, but he needs to be in position. He needs to be played into the game. He needs to act a run. He needs to make a run. And for somebody to find him as well. So that means our midfielders need to play into this game, not just go to the fucking wings. Our wingers need to look at our midfielders as well and play them into the game. And not just put hopeless balls into the box or into the top tier or over here in Australia. Now, I don't mind if a couple come over my way, you know what I mean? It's all good, we'll go out to the park. It's all good, But they're not coming here. They're going God knows where. Send one over. We need to start playing as a team and not as 2 wingers. Because it's getting a bit fucking pointless. You know what I mean, boys? You know what I mean? I know a guy whose bro works in the colony, bro, whispers Tony is not coming this transfer window. I wouldn't be surprised, bro. They want 90 million for him. They're not going to spend 90 million in this transfer window. They're not. They're not going to do that. No way. They'll try to make a move for Osman. They'll try to make a move for Osman, in my opinion. Even though Napoli signed him, but Napoli's smart. They signed him to a long contract, a long one, so they can get more money out of it. That's it. Plain and simple. But even then, look, all I can say is that any striker that comes here with the way we're playing right now is going to struggle. Plain and simple. Arteta needs to sort himself out. He has to really sort himself out. Because this might not be a title race. This might be a top 4 race. And now that's not good. Still be good for the business end. The Cronkies are still happy. Champions League, marketing, all that. But not good for a fan. Ozzy, you're the man. Thank you, Arsenio. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate all you guys, man. Thanks for the kind words. Might not get into the top 6 at this rate. Yeah, bro. Top 6 might be something that we could never look at for a while. Ozzy, you said Osman too. Great minds think alike, laugh out loud. Yeah, bro. All day, cuz. All day. Because look, let's be honest, all right? Ivan Toney's a great player, but he's not getting younger. He's not. And let's be honest, Victor is a kind of player that's really on the up. He would really suit our style. Not this, what our style was. And the players around him, right? If they're played to their strengths. He would be awesome. But if we don't get Ivan in this window, we're not going to go. I don't think we're going to make a move for him in the next one. I think we'll go for Osman first, and then probably down the pack go to Ivan. Ivan will probably be our third choice. There's got to be better. And I'm not saying that Ivan isn't good, but Ivan's been out of action for almost a year, and he's not getting younger. I think Ivan Toney, guys. Let me just check something. Ivan Toney, guys. I always wonder about Ivan's age. I keep thinking in my mind, Ivan Toney is 27. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think Ivan Toney is 27 years old. Am I right? How old are you? Oh, fucking knew it. See, I know that shit. 27 years old. I knew it. I know my guy. 27 years old. So now he's sort of hitting his peak. They're going to be looking and thinking to themselves, maybe we look for someone a bit younger. I don't know, but I still reckon he's a great player. I just think that Osman will be a player that they will try and knock on the door on before they go for Toney. Again, there's a lot of speculation about transfers, but right now, I just want to work out the tactics and the style of play because that's what cost us in this game. We need to start using our midfield. We need to start moving centrally. Seriously. Realistically, I think we'll end up signing some unknown Brazilian teenager or maybe someone from Brighton. You never know with this club. You never know. You know, they might even go and knock on the door of Solanke and say, he's our guy. And I know everyone's looking at Solanke now and saying he's scoring goals. I know that. Pardon me, guys. Like I said before, I'm just dehydrated. I'm very sorry. Dominic Solanke, yes, is in form. But Dominic Solanke to me is like, how can I say? He's not a solution to our problems. He's not a player you can build around. Victor Osimhen is the kind of player you could. Ivan Toney, to an extent, you could. Solanke, I just look at him and think to myself, I'm not going down that path. It's a gamble. It's almost a Caicedo gamble. You get me? He's in form. Let's pay big money. He's out of form. He's worth no money. And I don't want us to make that move when it comes to transfers. I think right now, our team is looking half decent. I think our problem is it'd be great to have Yuri and Timber back. It'd be great to have Thomas Partey back. That solidifies, our defense and our midfield. Big question here is Mikel Arteta going to start changing the way we move? Guys, that's the biggest problem we have right now. I'm telling you, it's the personnel is okay, but he needs to give new orders to Martinelli to cut in earlier. Again, a player that used to do this, our guy Alexis Sanchez, had a lot of luck with it. Yes, he used to lose the ball a lot. He did. Martinelli, guess what he's doing? Same thing, but he's just doing it closer to the corner flag or just outside the box or just inside the box. I really reckon that Mikel Arteta needs to change that and literally talk to Martinelli and say, look, I need you to cut in earlier. No big deal. At least it brings Kai Havertz back into the game. No, I mean. I like that Burnley winger, Koloshi, or whatever his name is. He's good. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't mind. Look, I don't mind to get for depth, yes, because we don't really have much depth. But even look, Reece Nelson, he doesn't get a game. He gets thrown under the bus. Teams have figured Arsenal out, sit behind the ball and double up on the wingers. Brighton only team to go toe-to-toe with Arsenal, learned a lesson. Precisely. Exactly. Spot on. Because we became so reliant on those wingers that we completely threw the midfield under the bus. Fuck the midfield. That's what they did. Finito. And the problem is, even look, if you're a winger, I know the boss is telling you to go down. You should know as a player that it's not working. Express yourself, my guys. Express yourselves. I know the boss has got a way he wants you to play, but express yourself. Sometimes you need to change the way you move. I want to know, guys, where were the runs? Where were the runs? There were no runs in the midfield. There were no runners anywhere. Seriously. Kyle Washgun, I don't want to see Solanke anywhere near my club. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Thomas Partey not in the Ghana squad for AFCON. Yes. John, facts, bro. Don't have no plan B, plan C. And when plan A goes absolutely shit, there's a plan A. When did this happen? Because it didn't look like there was a plan A. They just looked like a whole bunch of passes. Pass. Goal. Whoops. Wrong side. You know what I mean? AFCON. Yeah, I get you. I'm happy Partey's not going anywhere. Right now, I need a Partey to stay here. I need him right here, right now. Because to be honest, I'd like to see a partnership of Declan Rice and Thomas Partey. I want to see Declan Rice go forward a bit more. The other thing about Declan Rice, you see the times that he wanted to take a shot when he should have made a pass? Oh, my days. I remember we made about 24, 25 passes, build-up play. And Declan Rice has the ball, left side of their box. Yeah, left side of their box. Martinelli just passed the ball to him. Now, a smart cookie would have been trying to find Odegaard more centrally. He decides to have a crack, sends it to the top tier. Thanks, bro. Swear. Kyle, same here, bro. I want players in the bracket of Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., Camavinga, Tchouaméni. That's a player. Camavinga, yeah, but Tchouaméni all day, bro, all day. They could make a solid. They could. But let's be honest, guys, not with this style of play. That it wouldn't suit. It wouldn't. Honestly, the Mbappe comes in, what's he going to do? He wouldn't have been, he would have had to have picked up the ball like Odegaard from the defender. He would have to be beside Saliba to pass him the ball because apparently the midfielders just aren't allowed to do anything. Santi Cazorla would have headbutted someone because he wouldn't have been played into the game. AFC always. That's good to hear because Partey gets injured so often now. We need to protect him. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was saying it last year that if he continues to get injured, we need to sell him. Unfortunately, we didn't sell him and replace him. So we're kind of stuck with him this season. But I do believe that's a player that's going to be gone, guys. What can you say? Arsenio, we only attract players like that, bro, if we are on PlayStation. Because in real life, forget it, mate. We are not a serious club, bro. You know, Mbappe is not coming over. Camavinga's not coming over. Tchouaméni would have to be coming over for big money. Camavinga would be a big money move. Mbappe is not coming here. No way. Osimhen will be a big money move to Napoli. So Napoli, you know how they are, mafia, moving money. It's the only way he's coming over. But again, it's going to be up to the player, up to the manager, and we have to put together a package to Napoli that's going to be fucking, to their liking. And we're talking well over 140. Arsenal just a brand, not a football club. Now that's true. So the thing is, and I keep telling people about Mikel Arteta and his job, right? And this is where people go, oh, if he keeps going down this path, then he's going to get booted. Now, if he stays within the top 4 or 3, right? To the Kroenkes, we're still in the mix. We're still in the Champions League, top half of the table. It's an improvement, onward and upward. They get their sponsorship. They get more money from advertisement, marketing, blah, blah, blah. The competition's Champion League, FA Cup, EFL, Premier League. Third position gets you some coin as well. Fourth position gets you some coin as well from Premier League, blah, blah, blah. They just got out of the group from Champions League. Now there's a bit more coin. So they see this as a positive because it's literally from a business point of view, business perspective, not a fan's perspective. So if you take your fan head, I'm a fan, take it aside, you break it down as a business, there's a few boxes ticked. Now, they don't have a box ticked where it means a box ticked for trophies. They don't care about trophies. It's about staying in the mix, and if a trophy comes along, that's great. You know what I mean? Arteta's not going anywhere this season. Anywhere. And I hate to say it, if he finishes 4th this season, he's not going anywhere, guys. Horrible. Aussie, yeah, but we have to have different styles in this team now because many teams know how to figure us out. We need to strike fear back into the teams again. I know, bro. And like I said, the only way you're going to be able to do that is to utilize players to their strengths. Martinelli, Saka, and not the same one-directional football. It's as simple as that. Look, last season we were a dangerous team. We were scoring goals for fun. Now we've changed our style completely. Literally zero midfield. Carl, you're right, mate. I'm afraid I signed all of them in my football team. I think Tottenham are ahead of Arsenal in the midfield area. Maddison, Basuma, Sarr, Benson, Kerr. Don't count Basuma. He gets red cards every 4 minutes. Maddison, yeah, decent player when he's not injured. Sarr, yes. Benson, Kerr, Odegaard, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey. Sorry, I think better. Not right now because of our style of play. I take those players. I take Odegaard, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, put him into Tottenham. Tottenham are sitting second at the table. All day. All day. My opinion, but my opinion. Kyle Walsh gonna big up, bro. Happy New Year. John, yeah, but we'll still slap them still. Yeah, but you know what? We're not like them. For us, it's not about beating Spurs. Literally. It's literally trying to win a title or get up in there. You know what I mean, bro? AFC, big up, bro. Have a great year. I'm going to be doing live shows on my channel, mate. Tune in. Kyle, let me know when you're doing this, bro. Let me know when you're doing. Kyle, it's true, though. I got all them players in on top of the league at the moment. 2 points clear of the pool. 3 points clear of City. I'm not running away with the league. It's tough. Oh, my days. Guys, we have gone down the road of playing fantasy football to get Arsenal to win shit. Oh, my days. I can't believe this. Look at Tottenham. They've hit a jackpot with Vicario, Udogie, Porro, and Maddison. Vicario was a great signing. Udogie, yes. Again, card issues, disciplinary issues, but a good player. Porro has really come in. Maddison, we've always known he's a decent player. I don't like him personally, but he's a great player. Seriously. They needed a number 10 when Conte was there, and that was a problem. They just, for some reason, didn't buy a 10. They only needed a striker, a few backups, and they're title contenders. Yeah, I understand that. But I honestly think that if the last discussion was when it comes to midfield, if I threw our midfield in there and took their midfield away, they'd be sitting second in the table. And that would be because they don't have really much of a strike force. With our midfield, I think our midfield he's better than theirs. I think Maddison's a great player. I think he's decent. I think Odegaard's a decent player too, but the reason why we're not seeing the best out of Odegaard is because we're not playing to his strengths. We're not playing to the strengths of any midfielder right now. Or a number 9. You know what I mean? That's in my opinion, though. Not taking anything away from James Maddison, but no. And the deal they made for him, bargain. That's a player that could have gone into Man United like that. And Man United needed that guy. All day. And Basuma did a great job. You know what I mean? When he's there. And Udogie when he's there. But their goalkeeper, that is a great signing. All day. Kyle, nah, man, eFootball is very tough. Look at these guys at their eFootball. What are you guys doing, bro? What are you guys doing to me? You're eFootballing me. Is that the only place we're going to see a title? Oh, God. Steve-O, you'll be on my first venture into this live stuff, bro. I'll be with you, bro, all day. And look, Kyle, if you get stuck or this and that, let me know, bro. I'm happy to help. You need a thumbnail, you need anything, let me know. I'll work on it. I'll do the best I can. Guys, if you haven't already, check out the Football Capital. Check out Kyle Walsh Gunner. Please check out Kyle Walsh Gunner. And if you're in the chat, look, there's a whole bunch of you guys in the chat. Please hit the likes. Please think about subscribing. It's all shits and giggles. I have my little rant about Arsenal, the one-dimensional football, the wing shit that we keep doing. And all I can say is Arteta has to hang his head in shame because the last 2 games, especially, they're heavily on him. This game, honestly, it's all on him. The players as well, but this is really on him, in my opinion. I just think it's an absolute shit show. AFC always also in the building, guys. If you haven't, check him out. Kyle, what's your channel? I'll sub to you. Let me see. I think, bear with me. Sorry, guys. I had a banner here with everyone's stuff on there. I'm sorry. Check him out, Arsenio. Just type in Kyle Walsh Gunner and you'll find him on YouTube. You gotta subscribe to his channel. I swear. Aussie, it's all we have now. Winning a title on the football game. God help us. Brenny says, if we are Arsenal on Football Manager, I doubt very much we will sign average players in the game. We sign the top players. Yeah, bro, because we just sign them, we get them across the line like that, man. I think it's like 3 questions, and we make sure the tension meter is really low, and we'll be fine. Arsenio, it's Kyle Walsh Gunner. I appreciate it, bro. Defo, bro. Defo. Brenny, spot on, brother. Kyle, 8. I'll go sub now, and I'll sub to everyone else here also. Arsenio, I swear to God, it's much love, bro. Much love. John Santos, when Liverpool won the league, the only signing we made was Mina for 17 million. We didn't progress. Arsenal didn't make most of the summer. No, we didn't. Look, the difference with Liverpool, and I'll be honest with you, Liverpool made the move for Jurgen Klopp, and that was a good move. Very good manager. He really didn't get back to at Dortmund. He came to Liverpool and was allowed to do as he pleased, right? Now, the thing is, Liverpool made the move for the right manager at the right time. We should have gotten Jurgen Klopp a lot earlier when Arsene Wenger was around, but that was a very good move by Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp already had his style of play, gegenpress, blah, 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 and they've moved from strength to strength. Arsenal, on the other hand, had a long time trying to find their identity, right? Now, Jurgen Klopp already knew what kind of football he wanted to play at Liverpool because it was the same kind of football he was playing at Borussia, but he just wanted the right personnel. Arteta, when he came to Arsenal, didn't really have a style of play. It took a while for him to try to find the style that he wanted to play. At the same time, new manager trying to find players that he needed. That was difficult. The first season, he wasn't really backed. Players that were brought in weren't the players that he was picking. Now that he's been picking his own players and he's figured out kind of the style that he wants to play, it is very much on him last season and this. And I think that the amount of signings that we have made, it's been fair. I don't think we've made the most of the summer. Sorry, guys, it's glitched internet. I don't think we made the most of the summer with the Kai Havertz signing. I don't think that was a signing we needed. Tell me if you agree. I really don't reckon that was a midfielder, Ben Simmons midfield, that we needed to partner Declan Rice. And I think that's where we've dropped off. Now, not taking anything away from his performances. He's rising to the occasion. But I like, a center midfielder for a center midfielder, a striker for a striker. Arsene Wenger was the kind of guy that can turn a player into from a left winger to a striker, Henry, right? Arteta, I don't think has that skill set, Yeah, but this Declan Rice thing, we never know. Jurgen Klopp's another guy who can change players, you know what I mean? But he's got the capability, the ability, the experience to do so. What do you do? Arsenio, you're a legend, mate. I'd say you will find me entertaining. I kind of crack ups over this club. Here we go. Oh, man. Guys, I'll be honest with you. This game, to be perfectly honest, it went the right way for Fulham. They deserved it. They came to win this game. They came to play football. They took the game to Arsenal. Arsenal showed nothing. Again, I'm reiterating this. Slow in transition, slow in the build-up play. Defense constantly trying to pass through the midfield into attack, losing the ball. Same attacks down the wing, losing the ball numerous times. Martinelli played in this game, which he shouldn't be playing. Trossard should have started. The only time we played well is when we countered quick to Fulham's weaknesses. Only did that once, never did it again. Never played the ball centrally for a goal. The times that we did, it created opportunities, but we couldn't see it for some fucking retarded reason. These are all mistakes that were made by this club, right? By this team, by this manager. These are all things that I saw, and you all saw, that the only time we were effective when we went central, right? Now, the players, massive responsibility. The manager, even more. Are we going to change things up for Crystal Palace? I don't know. We should have changed it up against West Ham, but we haven't. No, I'm getting a little bit over it now. 2 games. First time you make a mistake, it's all right. Second time, fair enough. Third time, we're going to say wog. We shouldn't say that word. I am one, but you're an idiot. So is this guy an idiot? Because to be perfectly fucking honest, how many times can you attack the wing with the same fucking players, lose the bloody ball, only to do the same thing again? What kind of moron takes 27 passes, 23 passes from defense to attack? To get to the attacking phase, it takes you that many passes, and then when you finally get there, you play the same style of attack only to lose the ball. For the other team to come in, and hit you on a counter and be on the other side of the pitch in 3 passes. And for you to go, what do I do now? Fuck my life. Fuck my life. I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't believe what I've seen. I swear. What do we have here? Wenger had several years experience of management before he came to Arsenal. Arteta hasn't even seen the level Wenger has seen. That's the difference. Arteta hasn't seen anywhere near those years. He hasn't got that experience. He literally came from Manchester City's bench to us. And he played for us. I understand that. He hasn't got the experience. He hasn't. For the experience that he has, he's done well. But he also has to understand, with the lack of experience that he does have, that when you see players like Gabriel Martinelli going wide, that wide, and cutting in, literally just hooking it right and cutting in, and only barely being able to beat the first defender, that there's something wrong there. If you can't see it, this guy's an inverted winger. He's a Sanchez ex-winger. This is the kind of guy that wants to cut in early. And in this game, he would have been perfect for it. I said it in the preview, said it again now. The only reason we scored is because we transitioned quick, we countered them, and that was Fulham's weakness. But we never did it again. The manager should see that. And I know he's a novice. But come on, if I can see it, I'm not even a novice and I saw it. You guys saw it. Wenger used to get top 4 with likes of Denilson, Shamak, Bentner. You won't see Arteta manage that. No. I'm not going to take anything away from Wenger. Wenger had no backing, but that was Wenger's fault. Wenger was with the owners. Remember this, guys. Wenger was trying to save the company coin, so that way the Cronkies could get their company for very cheap. Right, what I'm saying? So it was a bit dodgy. Spurs fan, here we go. 1 point behind you. Half of our team missing. Nice. Just wondering, are your eyes on Arsenal or are your eyes on the title? I want to know. No, don't know. No, it's all right. All welcome here. Are your eyes on Arsenal or are your eyes on the title? Answer me this. I want Ange to fail. He will. One-dimensional football, one-dimensional manager. Trust me, I'm an Australian. I know. One-dimensional. He will. He doesn't change his tactics. Very stubborn. He's Greek. Not racist, but I know a lot of Greeks. You know what I mean? And Italians would call him a testadura. We call him hard-headed. I want Ange to fail. If there was an Indian manager, I would have loved him to get destroyed at Spurs. Bro, I get you, man. I'm Australian. He ain't wearing my colours. Fuck him. What do you think about Ange as an Australian? As an Australian, all right, fella. Comes across a bit arrogant. You know what I mean? Instead, you know what I mean, mate? You just got to do what you got to do. Got to have a go. You know? Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll just take the game to them. Defend? Nah. I'm just gonna play my way. Yep. That's very arrogant. It's like, dude, relax yourself. You're not that good, you know what I mean, bro? Relax yourself, you know. Ronnie Boo, get out, Boo. Only kidding. Happy New Year, geezer. Here we go. Strikers are overpriced in Jam. What if Arteta only signs an 8? 8. Yeah. Yeah, okay. If we sign an 8, an out and out real 8, yeah, fair shout. But the only way, John, it's going to work, let's be honest, is we can't bypass our midfield. We need to play through the middle of the park. We do that and we're fine. I'm telling you, we'll be fine. Even with Jesus, we'll be okay. We won't be perfect, but we'll be okay. Tactically right now, bro. Tactically right now, I could take Liverpool, your whole team, let Arteta manage it, and you'd fall apart. Mohamed Salah wouldn't score a goal to save his life. Because you guys would be playing so fucking slow, you'd fall asleep. John, that could be a huge possibility, bro. I'm telling you guys, I think about it all the time now. What players could we get into this club to make a difference, right? And let's say we change the way we change our style of play. No, we don't change it too much. We just have to stop going down the same channels, right? The kind of players we could move on, right? The players we could move on, your Ossimans. And look, even if we got another 8, that means Havertz sits back on the bench, which is perfectly fine by me. It would solidify a midfield. That would mean Dex would be the out-and-out 6, and I don't mind that because he plays 6 very well. But the only way it could be effective is if we actually started using our midfield and utilizing it. That means playing through the midfield. using your midfield players, using your number 8 to carry the ball, blah, blah, blah. Not bypassing them. So, yeah, fair shout, fair shout, fair shout. Sorry. Yep. John Santos, strikers overpriced, like for like. What do you want? A discount? Yeah. Wouldn't mind one. We're just poor, you know. What? We're poor. We're poor. We're poor. What's wrong with a discount, mate? You don't go pay the price on the tag. You ask. You know, what would you take? Is that the best offer? Come on, mate. you like my impression of Ange, huh? You like my impression. It was pretty good. Aussie, we need a striker so badly. I'll call in Ketia. Look, Arsenio, trust me. Any striker we get, if we play like this, he'll get nothing. He'll get nothing. And if he does get a goal, he should be getting 15, not 1. You get me? We need to change our style of play so a striker can get those goals. For a midfielder to start becoming impactful. Our midfield and our strikers won't be impactful if we keep going out wide. So, yeah, I'd love to see a decent striker come to Arsenal. But the first things first for me. First and foremost, we can't keep playing like this. Ange is a better manager than Arteta. Nah. He's more experienced, I understand. But Kyle, trust me, you're running on a trend. You're running on a trend, trust me. Trust me. He's not that crash hot. He's not. I want him to succeed, not with Tottenham, but he's not wonderful. New manager bounce, bro. Trust me. He's not that good. I know you think he's good. He's not. Trust me. I am seeing a huge difference in Saka's attitude. Rashford vibes. Yep. Early Saka used to put his head down and work relentlessly, but now a lot more moaning and sultering on the pitch. Well, because you know what? I think Saka once upon a time would get hammered and get back up. Now he's looking for a foul, but he's not the only one. Have you noticed that Gabriel looked for one? Jesus was looking for one. Saka was looking for one. Odegaard looked for the same shit. It seems like every single bloody player now is looking for a card. I also think Saka is probably look. It's over. His wing is overemphasized. You know what I mean? I think another thing is he might have been given instruction to continue to play out wide, very wide, and never cut in. And we all know Saka loves to cut in onto his left-hand side and take a swing, right? We don't see that anymore. Do you get me? Why is that? I don't know. Indian Guna, you're spot on, bro. Bro, he agrees with you. Big up. Aussie facts, we need to improve our service and delivery to the strikers. Big time. Big time. Because no strikers don't want to come to this. Imagine if you're a striker who's fluent right now, goal after goal after goal, right? And they say, I'll come to Arsenal. You know, look at Arsenal and say, what kind of service am I going to get? I'm not going to go there. I'm guaranteed to fail. Doesn't matter who I am. I mean, I won't reach the heights that I've reached now. That's fucking horrible. Football Bench Channel, are you willing to pay way over the market value? There's a question for you. Yes, if that gets me closer to the title. I like that. If it means we got to pay for it, we pay for it. Man says stuff it. Man says if I have to pay 30% more, and that means I'm close to the title, I'm doing it. Look, sometimes if you want to dance, you got to pay the band. You know what I mean? That's not sometimes. That's all the time. That's an old Rocky saying some shit. But if you want to dance, you got to pay the band. And I think Arsenal right now, we really want to dance. And it's not all the way back to the Emirates without 3 points. So I think at the end of the day, we need to start going into these transfers seriously. We need to go in early. If we don't see any movement within the next week and a half, guys, don't hold your breath. Any sort of transfers that are going to get done in January by Arsenal are going to be done early. If they're not done early, forget it. Forget it. Bro, he's in phase 1. 1 point behind us. Arteta is in phase 4 and going fast and going nowhere fast. The jury's out, bro. Kyle. You're a mate of mine, bro. And I love it that you honestly think that he's doing well. Okay, all good. Just wait. You'll see. Just wait and see. He's a one-dimensional manager. You're going after the hype. Do me a favor. Forget Ange Postecoglou. Do yourself a favor. Forget Ange Postecoglou. I wish he had come to a lesser club and built up. He would have been better off. Trust me. Remember when Conte went there? Huh? Conte was world-class manager. What happened? Is Ange Postecoglou better than Conte? He must be better than Mourinho. Ange Postecoglou is better than Mourinho and better than Conte. Hmm? Come on now. Come on now. He's new manager bounce. Players are feeling his vibe. His style is it's electrifying. He's great style of football. One style. What happens when people work out your style? Fulham. For God's sake, I want us to play through the middle. Leb Fabregas style over reliance on the wings has made us predictable. Fucking tell me about it. Fucking tell me about it. I told you, bro. I'm not gonna sleep. I've had so much coffee. It's not gonna fucking happen, bro. It's not. It's not, bro. You watch. I'll go to sleep. I'll wake up. You know what the go is. Told you, I'll be up all night. That's why I was going to do the percentages for you, bro. Guys, Football Capital, you have to subscribe. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. Hope you're right, Steve. Bro, I've been struggling like 5 days. I don't know what the fuck it is, a flu or this and that. And every time I think I'm better, something else comes in. Quick story, the Fulham game. Guys, I threw up after New Year's, got home, all this, everything's fine. I threw up 3 times. Or fuck all sleep. Every time I try and get to sleep, it's cold sweats or something. I just don't get it. Why at night, bro? During the day, I'm okay. But because I don't get much sleep, I'm fatigued. And then during the day, I'm all over the place. I drink coffee and I'm out. And constantly trying to stay hydrated. Constantly. Do you follow the cricket? You guys broke 1.5 million hearts. Bro, I don't want to know about cricket. I don't want to know about it. I can't stand the game. A player Arsenal should get is Joelinton. Should start ahead of Havertz. Strengthen the midfield. Yeah. Look. For me, if we're going to make a move on a midfielder, I want it to be a serious midfielder. For me, it'd be a player of Tchouaméni quality. Not in January, though. Not in January. If we get a player like Joelinton, I hate to say it, for me, next season he'd be depth. Joelinton's not going to win me a league. But I understand where you're coming from when it comes to him and Havertz. The comparison, definitely. Havertz isn't a midfielder. He's just making it work right now. You know, shits and giggles and flukes and all that. You know what I mean? Guys, big up yourselves. I'm going to end this stream, to be honest. I'm going to probably try and sleep. It's not going to happen, but I'm going to try and doze off, see what I get. I really appreciate you guys joining me. It's been a loss for Arsenal, deservedly. Hopefully, Mikel Arteta wakes the fuck up to himself and sorts himself out. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you don't mind, I'd really appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm getting close to 600 subs. Really. Swear. Indian Guna, thank you, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. This was a last-minute FC show. I really just threw it in last minute. And I really appreciate you guys joining me tonight. Seriously, really appreciate that. Oh, here we go. Before, get the fraud Arteta out of my club. Guy, I just saw you. I just saw your name and I thought I'd throw you in there. Arsenal not winning the league anytime soon, so get used to it. Cool, bro. Your thoughts, your opinion. Here we go. Look, before I go, John Santos, now we're talking not a bad shout for Joelinton. It's not for depth. For depth. Because think about it this way. For now, he would actually do some damage. But next season, a Tchouaméni would be better. Seriously, bro. Oh, my God. Tchouaméni at Arsenal, hectic. Hectic. God, he's a fucking awesome midfielder. Great stream, mate. Big up yourselves in the chat. Happy New Year. Big up yourselves, guys. Big up everyone in the chat. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for jumping. Look, honestly, thank you for listening to me lose my shit about this game against Fulham and breaking it down again. Thank you for your support. And look, it's a long stretch before we meet Crystal Palace. Let's hope we take that time and change things up because it's fucking becoming a bad trend that we're setting right now. Loss after loss. You know what I mean? So, Mikel, do me a favor from Australia. Think about what the fuck I just said. Look what happened. Look what Fulham are susceptible to. Why the fuck aren't you waking up to the fact that Martinelli is shit out wide? Huh? Why can't we play through the middle of the park anymore? Mikel Arteta, answer me this, all right? From the Aussie Guna, from everyone in Australia, from Ange Postecoglou, it's Uru, guys. It's Uru.